Alright y'all, I didn't expect the video to blow up like that, but since it has, I've decided to make part 2. First of all, I want to thank everybody who shared the video and messaged me nice things or commented or whatever. Over these last few days, I've got 100+ messages and comments from people telling me, hey, I used to be in World Financial Group, or I was in a different pyramid scheme and I lost a whole bunch of money and I wish I would have saw something like this video before I got into it because I would have stayed away. The funny thing is, I couldn't find one human being who used to be in WFG that spoke positively about the experience. And I couldn't find one single human being who could explain to me why it's not a scam or a pyramid scheme. So here's what happened. First, WFG was reporting the video on YouTube and trying to get it taken down. That didn't happen. Then their lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter telling me that they're gonna sue me for defamation if I don't take the video down and write them a written apology. I called their bluff on that immediately because fuck them. They made a whole bunch of fake Instagram accounts. It might have been only one guy, I don't know, but there was a whole bunch of accounts commenting shit on my Instagram and my YouTube. They immediately got called out by me and everybody else who was watching because it was so clear that they were fakes. Then when that got called out, what they did was start reporting all of my Instagram posts, stories, all the memes I was posting, and I got 2 notifications from Instagram being like, yeah, a bunch of people reported your story, we took it down. And when I got the second one, Instagram said, your account may be deleted. And I was like, okay, y'all are playing dirty now, let's really play. I thought this was really hilarious because each step they took became less and less professional as time went on. Like, it looked kind of legit when they sent me the cease and desist, but then after that, it's like, okay, making fake accounts, reporting my Instagram, flooding my comments, like, alright. I feel like if they were really gonna try and sue me, they wouldn't have done all that other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna sue me, just sue me. The hilarious thing is, they can't sue me because that entire trial would be World Financial Group being like, yeah, we're suing Marco for defamation, he called us a pyramid scheme, and the judge would be like, oh, so you're not a pyramid scheme? And they'd be like, no, we're not a pyramid scheme. And the judge would be like, okay, can you prove you're not a pyramid scheme? And they'd be like, The thing is, a lot of the WFG people's comments were, oh, it's not a scam, it's a legal company. But here's the thing, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's not a scam. For example, I could sell a bar of soap for $1,000 if I wanted to, and I could say, yeah, this soap will make you irresistible to your crush, and it'll make all your dreams come true, and you'll have better confidence and whatever. But if it's still just a regular bar of soap, it's still a scam. One of their other points was, oh, well, if WFG's a scam, how come they've been around for so long, and how come they're allowed to keep operating, and how come the police aren't on them? If you Google WFG fined, you'll find more than a couple articles about how each year they're paying X amount in fines for business misconduct just to stay in operation. If each person they recruit pays only $500 to join, doesn't buy any additional courses or sink any more money into it, whatever, they only need 2,000 people to make $1 million. You don't think they can afford to pay $1 million in fines every year or even 10 million in fines every year? In some cases, people told me about how their relatives or friends had sunk upwards of $10,000 into this company and never made a penny. Here's the other thing that they were saying that I have to address. Some of them were like, you went too hard on Hartage. If you have a problem with the company, you should just be talking about the company. And I'm like, dude, in the movies, you don't feel bad for the villain when he gets his nose broken, because he's the villain. And you might say, well, this isn't a movie, this is real life. There's real life consequences to you making a video like this and putting this guy on blast. To which I say, exactly, this is real life, where real people have sunk real money into this business with real hopes of making their real dreams come true. Hartage isn't going homeless because of my video. Hartage isn't unable to pay rent this month because of my video. But how many people really did have those problems as a direct result of working with him? I would argue more than one. So to show you that I'm open-minded and giving them a fair chance, I'm gonna go back to a different WFG office and see if anybody there is willing to talk to me in a reasonable manner and try and prove to me why WFG is not a scam or not a pyramid scheme, and just have a conversation. But first, let me call their lawyer and see if he's actually trying to pull up with that lawsuit.
For the week of September the 30th, you've reached Atul, of course. I will be in the office this week, and I'm sorry I missed your call.
He's out of the office for the entire week? Doesn't sound like somebody who's trying to press me with a lawsuit. Let's go back to World Financial Group. All right, y'all, so I just got here to my next WFG building, and as you can see, I'm going for the big one. Here I go. We're in the lion's den. Hello?
Hi there.
Hi, how's it going? I want to know if anybody at this office saw my video.
What video?
I made a YouTube video about WFG, and some WFG members on the internet thought it wasn't a good representation. So I came to a different WFG to see if anybody's willing to talk to me about it.
No, I would doubt it. Like, everybody's got clients and stuff
Right.
now, so yeah.
I know none of you guys have jackets. I was wondering if anybody has if there's anybody that's like a red or like a black jacket here that I could talk to.
That's a different, yeah.
You don't do the jackets thing here?
No, you'd have to go back to Raja's office.
How come you guys don't do the jackets here? I thought that was like a whole company-wide thing.
We're independent brokers.
Okay, so there's nobody here that would be able to tell me some more info or
No.
like talk for 5 minutes about WFG. Just give me some info on it.
No.
Nope.
Not
Not at all.
for today, sorry.
Well,
Because
okay.
if you're posting stuff on the internet, we don't want it.
Well, you might not, but you said you're all individual brokers, right? So maybe somebody else is
Well,
willing
I
to.
can tell you as representation, this is my office.
But you said you're all individual brokers.
We are.
Okay, so
So we're not, if we advertise ourselves, we look after ourselves.
right.
There's rumors going out around about you guys like you.
Uh-huh.
We don't want you in our
Well, what was the rumor?
I don't need to tell you.
But if none of you guys are trying to talk, maybe there's somebody else here that's
I'm asking
interested in
you to
doing.
leave.
Are you? You didn't ask me to please leave. If you are now, you can.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you. I just have one more question for whoever else can answer. Could one of you guys explain to me how WFG is not a pyramid scheme? You guys didn't lock it. I just wanted to ask somebody how WFG is not a pyramid scheme.
Come to a presentation.
Well, I'm asking. You guys are kicking me out. I'm trying to get more information. You can call the police by all means. I don't think they're gonna be upset with me. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. All right. Well, have a good day. All right. Well, they weren't too receptive with me at this World Financial Group office. Let's go to another one. All right. We're walking in. Hello. Hi there. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. My name is Marco. I just wanted to know if there's anybody here that's like a manager, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to have a seat, I can.
Sure, yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Watch as I'm waiting here. A bunch of dudes with guns and WFG badges will come out and be like, "Get down, motherfucker."
Hey,
Hey, how's it going, man?
not bad. I'm Greg.
My name's Marco.
Yeah, you got a camera on
I
in
got,
our office.
I got a cam. Yeah, I do.
Sure.
But it's just filming myself. It's just on selfie.
Okay,
So
perfect.
just,
we didn't invite
yeah.
anybody to have cameras in our office, though.
I make YouTube videos, and basically, I just wanted to interview somebody who knows what's up with WFG, about WFG, and learn more about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you want to have a couple-minute conversation
Yeah.
off the record first, I'll have that conversation with you
Yeah.
first, and then we could go from there.
And then maybe you're cool with like
Possibly.
Okay, sure. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it. All right, so we go into this office. The camera's not on. And this guy who I spoke to is pretty high up in WFG. I found a video of him online where he's speaking at like their big convention that they have every year in Vegas. So he clearly knows what's up with WFG. It was really weird because he was like, "Yeah, I saw your video and you say like people don't really make money or whatever. Well, I actually make a lot of money. I've been doing this for 17 years, da-da-da." And I was like, I don't deny that people make money in WFG at the top. I just think people at the bottom send the money upward because it's a pyramid scheme. He was like, no, like I make a lot of money. In my first year I did pretty good and now I'm doing like really good. I make a lot of money. Here, look. And he literally, I've never seen anybody do this before, took out his phone, opened his banking app, and was like scrolling through, showing me like, look, that's how much money I have. $10,000 from WFG, $5,000 from WFG. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, yeah, and you said they're pulling up in Hondas and Toyotas. I drive a $200,000 Tesla. I'm like, I get it, dude, but I don't think other people make money. He's like, okay, well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to our legal team and see if they're cool with me talking to you. But email me the questions you wanna ask me and I'll see if I can do it. I'm about to email him right now, asking him pretty straightforward questions like, how do people make money? Is the 5530 feasible, etc., and see what he has to say and see if he's down to let me interview him. Also, my man's already had the iPhone 11 Pro and he had a Rolex on. So he's very much selling the material success aspect of World Financial Group everywhere he goes. Does World Financial Group offer real insurance that you can buy from one of their agents? Yes. Is the insurance you get from World Financial Group better than a different insurance provider? In some cases, people have said Yes, but this doesn't change the fact that they use very predatory tactics to recruit people and convince them to enter precarious financial circumstances under the promise of becoming wildly successful in no time at all. That's still wrong. It's like if you found out Hitler secretly had the best chocolate chip cookie recipe that ever existed. Does it make him less Hitler? No, he's still Hitler. Way more people are being damaged by this system than being helped by it. Also, check out my man's Instagram bio here. Entrepreneur, $15 million revenue 2018. Business coach, black card kind of life, Tesla, Rolex, whiskey, fitness. Bruh, y'all are just making up the rules at this point. How are all these different businesses called World Financial Group and using the same logos, but operating completely differently? The people at both these offices I went to in this video didn't subscribe to the blue jacket, red jacket thing. I don't think Hartage would approve of this. Okay, so it's the next day. The interview didn't happen. Surprise. He texted me saying that the legal team at WFG's head office didn't give him the green light to let me be interviewed. He also didn't seem too keen on interviewing with me because he brought up the concern that anything he says might be highly scrutinized by WFG or the public, and he didn't want to risk his livelihood being compromised by an interview with me. Which I understand. I was kind of expecting that an interview wouldn't happen just because I'm going to be asking questions like, how does it work? And they're not going to be able to give me an answer. But the truth is, there is no quick way to get rich. I read something recently that said the real get-rich-quick scheme is selling people a get-rich-quick scheme. If there was only one piece of logical conjecture I could bring up to disprove WFG's legitimacy, it would be this. If there was a product or a service or a system that could make you millions, you wouldn't share it. Because as soon as something profitable gets shared with too many people and they start copying it, the market becomes oversaturated and it's no longer profitable. So when World Financial Group's agents are in a seminar with 100 people saying, hey, just do this and all your dreams will come true, you know that it can't be true. Because when things seem too good to be true, they usually are.